Sup guys, this is Emos with part 2 of breaking down Constellars and Evilswarms. Today, obviously this is part 2, we'll be talking about Constellars. And if you missed part 1, just go to my channel and you can see part 1 for Evilswarms. Alright, so we'll be talking about Constellars. And we're going to be talking about the rank 4 build, because there are a lot of Constellars that are kind of weird. So, I mean, not weird, but they don't run certain cards. Alright, so, hold up. There you go. Alright, so first we have Constellar Pollux, which is the same thing as Caster. And if you guys don't know this, Pollux sign is Gemini, which is twins, and that's why Caster was made. And if you look at Caster, they actually are the same, just flipped. Like, you can see the card there if you want. And Constellar Algidi, I think it's pronounced. And these are really the only two options that give you the option to normal or special summon another monster until we get Constellar Sombre, which is in Tracheon Galaxy, whatever it's called. And that's why Constellars aren't really playable. I mean, they are playable, but they're missing one of their key cards. So is Evilswarms, but Evilswarms have a lot more options of synchroing. And I mean, you could add Rescue Rabbits to this build and add Alexander Dragons and get 2,000 beaters once Omega's out, which is also possible, but they don't work with their effects, so I feel like cards that don't work together shouldn't be together. So we have that, and of course, one Constellar Cause, which makes our level 3s, it makes level 3s, 4s, and 5s with other Constellar monsters. Which really is the only reason that's there. Well, it's one of the best cards in the deck, and I guess that's the only monster that was actually secret rare out of all the Constellars, and that's why. And also we have a Constellar Shuriken, which I didn't add to this lineup because it is a level 3. It doesn't give you a normal summon, but it does give you a search. So it's a road on legs, and if it actually doesn't die, maybe you could combo it with Cause and make a level 4. But I feel like this card is subpar, depending on which build you're making. For now, it's pretty good. Search power. And these are other cards that give you advantage, which always give you +1. Because cards like this and Stratos always give you +1. You summon and you add a card to your hand. So we have Reinforcements Army, and we do have, I think we have 3 targets. You could have more if you add other cards. We have Constellar Star Chart, which isn't seeing much play, but it gives you a +1 after you go -1 after Xing for a Constellar monster. And this card is okay if you call the Haunted XYZ Constellar monster, because it does give you an extra draw. Doesn't matter how I special summon, as long as you special summon a Constellar monster, you get a +1. The reason people don't play it is because it's once per turn. Usually people summon a monster and then overlay for an M7, which should give you 2, but it only gives you 1 since once per turn. And then another card that gives you somewhat more advantage is Constellar Star Cradle, which is okay. I mean, it's good for late game or mid game. It takes 2 Constellar monsters from your graveyard, adds them back to your hand, and you can't conduct your battle phase this turn. But obviously we're going to get, either one of these back plus a Cause, or, one of these plus any other monster that's a Constellar. Or, once we get Sombre automatically makes 3 monsters appear. But usually we summon this, or this. For this we ask, we always ask for a response, but if they effect value this, you're screwed. So most of the time I go with this. They don't have a response, activate, use him. Since you can't attack, you say, oh, what's the point of that card? Oh, here's the point. You make this, and you make a Gaga Cowboy. And if you don't use his effect, you make Gaga Cowboy. But if you use his effect, and they have a strong beater on the field, we make a Volcanosaurus. So it kind of minuses out your attack, because you still do damage. And Now we'll be talking about the XYZs of the deck. So for now, we're going to have 3 XYZs. I mean 4, until we get Omega. We have Constellar Hades, which is like a Book of Moon, but, well, like a Djinn, but it makes everything face down, but it only activates during your turn. So it's the same thing as the Djinn. We have a Constellar Parasipi, which is, it becomes a 3,400 beater. We have a Constellar Pleiades, which is the best card of the XYZ deck. I mean the extra deck, because it bounces back cards. It's pretty good. And I forgot to mention that the searching cards, there should be a tanky in here, because it does search this plus bear if you decide to run the Firefix engine, which is always good. It gives you pluses, and I like pluses. So you could activate this card, you could bounce back your card or his card. Maybe you want to bounce back a tanky that was used last turn and activate it again or something. And of course Constellar M7, which could be overlaid by any of these Constellar monsters. And it has a really good effect, especially for actually it has a good effect for anything. As long as you can run level 6 and Constellars, you should run this. Brings back, returns to the hand any card, any monster card. It could be from the field or the graveyard, from either player's graveyard. So let's say they're playing Lightsworn and they mill a Necro Gardener. You just return that to the hand and go free game. Unfortunately, it can't activate its effect when you overlay with that Constellar monster, but just wait next turn. Hopefully it lives. And now we have the light support. There's a lot of cards, and I feel like one of them might not be good until later on. But if you're running a light deck, why not run Thunder King Rayo? Level 4 screws up your opponent's plays. They special summon, just tribute him. They can't search. I mean, you're obviously going to search first, then summon him. So it's pretty good. Photon Thrasher, again, also a good card, because you special summon him first, summon him, or summon any monster. If you summon a Constellar monster, you could already make a level 3 play. I mean, Shockmaster play or something, you know. But it's also used for Omega, because Omega only requires 2 light monsters, and we're missing that, and that's why I feel like Constellars aren't seeing much play right now. And also another rank 4 that's good with 2 light monsters, Starleash Paladinimo, because you know, it detaches both its materials, negates one monster's effects, and makes it 0. So basically you get 2,000 points of damage free, and if it gets destroyed, you get to draw 1, which is pretty okay for going -1 to make this. So you get your minus back, I guess. And then we have the card that should be in any light deck, Honest. Honest wins games. Honest makes you survive for a turn. It does so much. Especially with M7, if you ever used Honest, you could try to get him back. And, you know, it's pretty good. Works great with the deck. And we have one Beckoning Light, and I feel like Beckoning Light is also a good card because it gets anything back. Let's say you draw, and then you activate this card. You could get back, let's say you have monsters, or during their turn, let's say you want to get back Honest. Get that Honest, they're going to be scared to attack. You could also get a Effect Veiler. When they summon their monster, summon this as their response, you get a Effect Veiler, so you have an Effect Veiler for thing. Get any of your Constellar monsters, get Thunder King Rayo back. Once Sombre comes out, this is a great 1-card combo. Ditch your 1 card, whatever it is, if it's not good. Get Sombre with active effect. You just got 2 monsters for the price of 1 card. Well, the price of 2 cards, plus the XYZ. And then, that's about it, I think. Yeah. I mean, I feel like Constellars are really good. They do go plus a lot. There's a lot of light support. Like, you know, another light monster that's accessible by cause effect. Terrace, Keeper of Genesis, but I feel like if once we get Sunbrain, this deck will really start seeing more play. And both decks, Constellars and Evilswarms, could be possible top tier 1, Well, I think Prophecies and E-Dragons might be the top of top tier 1 or top tier 0. And, because Evilswarms and Constellars aren't afraid of these. Once we get Omega, Constellars aren't afraid of this. They're not afraid of Dark Hole. Evilswarms are not afraid of this. They're not afraid of Dark Hole. E-Dragons are afraid of this. Alright? But, that gets off the subject. Because we do have lances that protect all our monsters. Obviously, we don't have Omega. So Omega is the lance for all Constellar monsters. And then Pandemic Infestation is the forbidden lance of the deck for Evilswarm. So I feel like these decks are underrated right now in the format, but we'll see when E-Dragon comes out.